A damn good time. A damn good time. A damn good time. Chill podcast. It's a damn good time. Having a damn good time. I hope you're ready for a damn good time. Not a musician.
Yeah, I think you're better in the more upbeat ones, and I need to figure out the chill ones.
Either way,
We here.
I got something to say. And that is, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody Epps.
And this is a Damn Good Time podcast.
Hit with it.
Yeah. We back in the studio.
We're back.
Back again.
Back again, like always.
Yeah.
Like we never left.
We barely ever leave.
A
A couple weeks here
we
and
try
there.
not to. We try not to, but life's hard.
And I'll tell you this much. If you guys listen more and got us some money off of this gig, we'd never leave.
Fat chance of that.
It's one of those things we're literally doing this for free right now, right? So,
listen to episode 10 times in a row. I think I'm gonna use this one.
yeah. Well, because it knows your IP address or something. They're tracking you. So,
You buy like 16 YouTube accounts and Pandora.
have you ever seen images of those fucking bot farms?
Yeah, I know all about those bot farms.
Yeah.
And that's like when I researched when we were starting out, it's like you can pay so much and they'll bot farm your ass basically. So you can pay a certain amount of money and they will spam the shit out of your page with like tons of, oh my goodness, look at that.
Yeah. So, and
I
I
haven't seen images. I guess if you guys images, no. I know about them. I don't know how they set them up.
it's literally just a whole bunch of cell phones signed on to clone accounts or bot accounts, and I don't know if they have AI or whatever dealing with it too.
Run it all, like put one in, or one person's going.
Yeah. So it's wild. It's nuts, and I know, and it's so weird too because I've heard stories of like Russia or some other country can get on all of those accounts and start making things hot, making topics hot when it comes to elections and shit and sway elections and all that, but without getting into politics and all that bullshit and technology. And yes, we're all gonna die by the robots one of these days anyway.
We've made so many movies warning about the AI, but we're still. We already talked about this before, but we're still just pushing that button.
But in the same right, how do we get a bot farm to plug our show?
Pay a couple $100 and they'll hit you up. How many views you want? How many stuff you want? The problem is,
make us hot.
I know a lot of them it's easy to detect because like you get like one view, like and then you have to pay for like duration time and like there's other things into it because like you can get a 1 second like click through rate on like a TikTok video, or it's you pay for the premium $1,000
when people watch the full video.
An hour on all their phones on that farm.
Right.
So
either way, if you're out there listening and you're a bot farm, hit us up.
Give us a freebie and we'll see.
Yeah. Give us a taste.
If it works,
give us a taste, and maybe we'll pay you.
We might pay you.
Give us a taste, maybe we'll pay you. It's like drugs, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think YouTube and Facebook and all those. That with us, anyways. Like when you first start a page and you're going out, it's like they blast you out to everybody, give you that taste. They give you that. Oh my God! Look, 200-300 people just watched your first video or saw this, or like TikTok. I think TikTok, our very first video we put out, like holy shit, 300 people already saw it. It's like that's crazy. Now I think we still won't get like 300.
Actually, it was Jordan Chumney texted us and like, you guys got like 14,000 views. It was us shotgunning a beer at a golf outing.
At a golf outing, yeah. What? Oh, our first like Facebook Live.
It was an Instagram reel.
Instagram reel. That's what it was. Our very first Instagram. 14,000
views right off the fucking rip, and it's like it is. It's like I don't know the first time you ever met a drug dealer, the first time you ever did drugs. Did you pay for them?
I think so.
I don't think I ever paid.
Because there was only one hard drug because it's legal everywhere. It's weed.
First time I drank beer, didn't pay for it. First time I smoked weed, didn't pay for it. First time I did cocaine, didn't pay for it. First time I did mushrooms, didn't pay for it. First time I did acid, I paid for it. But it's still. Well, that was because it was a weird hot commodity. Like you can't find. It's just not. It's not as out there as. First time I did 8 pills for fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Then that's what they.
You're not hard drugs. Most people are like, oh yeah, have a beer. Or like, oh yeah, you want to smoke some weed or whatever.
A lot of the hardest drugs I've ever did were free.
Yeah, but then it's also probably the guy that bought it already is like, no, I want somebody to get as fucked up as me. So here, let's do some weird shit.
No, I honestly think they were trying to get me hooked so I keep coming back to them. They get a new customer.
You have an addictive personality.
Something like that. An abusive personality. I think we covered this on one of the last few podcasts. Yeah. I'm not so much addictive as I am abusive.
Abusively addictive.
Something like that. Something. I don't know. Either way, man.
Either way, YouTube, all those guys that go get you.
Yeah. And so we're here back in the studio. What's going on with you this week? Yeah, anything cool? Anything fresh? Anything new?
We just talked for like an hour before the show.
Yeah, there was literally like one topic of conversation that he's like, hey, by the way, I want to talk to you off camera. And we talked it out.
And then and just like the podcast, it goes to 17 different places before we finish the conversation. And we don't even know. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, by the way, we were talking about this.
There were 5 minutes that should have been off air and then 45 minutes that should have been on air.
Yeah, we're starting a food truck in the world.
We're going to start a food truck in New Philadelphia, Ohio, and we're going to have Philly cheesesteaks. Because there's.
They couldn't do as good as us.
Right. Yeah.
No, man, go ahead.
Dude, even and I always said that as a chef, people would ask for my recipes, and I'd have servers come and say, "Hey, this table wants to know if they could have the recipe for this." I'm like, "Obviously they can." I'm like, "For real?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they won't execute it as good as I do.
Absolutely not.
I'll give you all the fucking secrets in my little hidden chest, but I know you're not going to do it as good as me.
Yeah, I tell people I cook shit all the time. How'd you make this? I tell them, "Oh, that sounds easy enough." I'm like, it does, doesn't it?
And then they come back to you like, oh, I tried that and it sucked. It wasn't as good as yours. You know what I mean? I got that all the time. Oh, I did that at home and it wasn't. Thank you for the recipe. I did it at home, but it wasn't as good as yours. I'm like, obviously, because I'm a special fucking person.
We have internal cooking mechanisms that we learn over a long period of time. Special skills I learned over a long period of time. And I will cook better than you, and I will make sure it's better than yours.
Yeah. And I mean, not to be too boastful, because we're actually very humble people.
Yeah, we are. We cook damn good food. Let's be honest.
But we're being boastful. I feel like we're being boastful as a bit, though, as well. It's a bit.
Yeah, it's a bit.
We're doing
I just went Liam Neeson on everybody. So, no, but I do feel like I have like this internal cooking thing with me, especially with timing.
Yeah.
It freaks my wife out all the time. I think we talked about it maybe 100 episodes ago. But I'll be on the couch and be like, I'll go check the pizza on my way to walk and to get the pizza. The timer she said goes beep.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, pizza. I'm like, I know, I'm gonna pull it out. She's like, how did you know? I'm like, I just know. I get the smell of it. The smell hits me. I'm like, oh, that crust is brown.
Well, and
that's done.
I don't know if it's ADD or what it is. You're, like you said, you get the smell, or you're sitting there watching TV and you can't just zone out on TV because you're in the back of your mind, you're still thinking about the pizza, and then so you catch the smell of it.
This is not, and I'm not saying this is frozen pizza too.
Right, still,
made a fresh pizza.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But still, it's even a frozen pizza. I'm just trying to use that as an example. It's like, but I can smell it. I can smell the doneness in it.
Right. Yeah, there's probably 90% of the time I cook anything. and I just know it's about that time.
Yeah.
I set timers. We have the Google Home speakers, and without saying the prompt, okay, I'll say like blah blah blah, Google. How much?
Messed everybody up.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say it because my phone would go off too.
Yeah, like, listen to us. Like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. So blah blah blah, Schmoogle. How much time is left on the timer? And it's like 3 seconds. I knew. I already knew. Like, like I shouldn't have even set the timer. But it's a backup though too.
I haven't accidentally burnt shit before, but it's like it happens. But I also had when I first switched from electric to gas, that was a learning curve for me.
Well, yeah, because you're dealing with different stuff.
Yeah.
Or anytime you get a new grill,
yeah,
you got to find the hot spots. You got to find the cook times. You know, everything burns different. Everything heats different in different spots. So you're dealing with, when you're dealing with new equipment, obviously the cook times are going to change.
It's funny, but then also in my head, a lot of people go by like cook time, right? They're like, I gotta sear this steak 2 minutes on the side, flip it, sear it for 2 minutes on the side. It's perfectly mid-rare. I just like somehow imagine myself being that piece of meat, or like I just like I connect with that piece of meat on the grill. And I'm like, I know when it's done. And I know when it's done.
It's more, and I think a lot of it's more about a form of habit. You know, because on the grill you work with right now at your home, you've overcooked something on there at once.
Oh, for sure.
And you learn from that mistake. So okay, so then speaking for me,
undercooked.
yeah, and probably actually usually more under than over.
Yes,
100%. You've undercooked things then.
Yeah,
and then you learn from that mistake. So next time, you just in your head, okay, don't flip it so early, don't pull it off so early, blah 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 blah. No, I've even got my grill down to the science of. So, say we have some steaks in the fridge, and we're going to do steak night tomorrow. Say I got it right now. We're going to do steak night tomorrow. And I don't know when Sarah's going to get off work. All of a sudden she comes home like, let's cook those steaks. So you pull them out. You don't have the time to temper them. Right? So they're still cold. They're still cold throughout. I know exactly how long I need to cook them. Whereas the other day, she's like, we're doing steak night tonight. She was off work. We weren't waiting for anyone. And she had the steaks out tempering. And so then I'm like, okay, I know they're already kind of lukewarm in the middle, room temp, because they've been sitting out for an hour or two. Yeah. So now I'm really just kind of looking for a sear and then let them sit to get a little bit on the inside.
Rest it out.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's weird. I don't know. This is probably fucking boring for anybody listening, but it's a weird science.
They kind of know.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too where actually I don't like if I go over somebody else's house and they're like, hey, can you grill these steaks off for us? I'm like, it's probably not going to be my best work because I don't know your fucking grill, like I don't know your hot spots.
Unless it's like, hey, can you flat top Buster's chicken for me?
Yes. I did that for you. I did that for you at one of your parties. Like, yeah, like it's already cooked. Just heat it up on the flat top. Bro, I got this. Slap it on the flat top, flip it around, move it around, heat it up, sprinkle some seasonings on it, make it delicious. We're good to fucking go.
Oh my God. Steve's got that because he's a seasoned master. It's going to be seasoned just like I like it.
Dude, actually. So,
my kid's first birthday party was insane.
So when I worked for Baker Hughes, can't remember because it was GE, then Baker Hughes, and now they turned to Vault or whatever. I think it was after GE, then it turned to Baker Hughes. They did an employee appreciation day, and 60 people. They put me in charge because they knew I had a culinary degree. They have this shitty little fucking propane grill that I've never used in my entire life, so I had no idea. And so the day before, I had to go around and get everybody's, mid-rare, medium, or well. And I only give them 3 choices. Mid-well, fuck you. It's either one it.
Yeah, you're well done.
Yeah.
Fuck out. I'd have been like Mid-rare, medium.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they had some of them fucking hillbillies that love their shit well fucking done, you know. So then it was Micheli's Meats there in Philly, and I had them cut me up a bunch of New York strips, and I took them into work that day, and I had to, and they're like, "What? You only like 15 minutes?" Like, no, bro. Like from 8 o'clock in the morning till lunchtime, I'm working on this only. You made me do this, so that's all I'm doing till lunch is over, and then somebody else clean up after me. So I got everything prepped. I had, blah blah blah, and I actually knocked it out the fucking park on a strange grill. 60 steaks, 3 temps, which I made it easier on me, and it was literally so they had an oven in the break room, so I got the wells, there's probably like 6 wells. I got them up to about mid-well, put them in a pan, shoved them in the oven. Mid-rares, got them up to the mediums, I got them up to about mid-rare, put them in a pan, shoved them in the oven. The mid-rares were the fresh boys, pulled them all out, pulled everything out of the oven, everything was perfectly cooked. Not one person was like, no, could you bring this up? Nobody had a bad time, basically. There might have been 1 or 2 where it's like, where they were too nice to say that it wasn't done right or something.
Well, no, they wasn't. But
yeah.
Here's the thing I always found. Like, being from the house and the restaurant industry. The people that ask for the mid-rares are never going to bitch, right? They're never going to bitch. They're not your bitchers.
Okay? Oh, yeah.
Unless it went well done. If it went the medium, they're still they're going to be. If it went the mid-well, most of those guys are probably still going to eat it. Not going to bitch.
Well, and it depends.
Now, the well-done guys.
Are you under or over?
Huh?
Are you under or over? If I order mid-rare and I get it mid-well, I'm going to bitch. Well, I won't bitch, but like, this is obviously overcooked.
Yeah, no, you're going to bitch to yourself. You're going to bitch to people around you.
Probably still
you ain't sending it back. You're just eating.
You're right.
You're just eating.
You're not wrong.
You're just eating.
Yeah. I'm just like, it's overcooked, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You're
unless it's like fucking well done. Then you're like,
yeah, if I get charcoal.
But anybody orders mid-rare. Now, you'll get that guy that always goes, you'll, can I get a mid-rare to medium?
What the fuck temp is that? That doesn't exist.
And you go, okay. You want mid-rare. Or no, you want medium.
You want medium.
You want medium, but what you're telling me is you would rather have me cook it to mid-rare and then bring it up. That's the guy that's going to bitch.
Right.
If it's not mid-rare.
There's no medium. I mean, what you want, if you want mid-rare to medium, what you want is a properly cooked, well-rested mid-rare.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't rest, you don't get the time for that juice to kind of soak back out. Yeah. Like, you can get a mid-rare any day where it still has a little bit of, like, fleshy in the middle. But if you get a well-rested mid-rare, you could pass it off as a medium. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
But,
I mean, I've cooked steaks mid-rare that you cut into, and somehow there's no pink in them. But I didn't cook them that long.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell happened. But I rested them a long time.
Yeah.
Probably longer than they should have got rested. But it looks like just the pink faded out somehow. It was weirdest thing. But I've had it a couple times. But it eats like a mid-rare.
Yeah.
And it's like how it eats over what it looks like, I guess. But everybody wants to go with what it looks like. So.
But I will also say this too. You get somebody that says, I want a mid-well to well done. You want a well done.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to be that guy that ordered a well done steak.
Oh, and by
or
the way,
a girl. That guy or girl.
By the way, public announcement.
Or non-binary person, however you wanted that to say.
Mid-well has a little bit of pink in it, just so you know.
Yeah.
A little bit of pink in it. Everybody's like mid-well because they don't say well done. There's a little bit of pink still. And what they really want is well done.
Yeah.
Because anybody that says Midwell and they get it, there's a little bit of pink in it. They're like,
and
no, there's no pink in this. That's called well done. Then you want it well done. You want it well done.
And also, public service announcement. Here's a good tip: if you're ordering a fillet and you want it mid-well to well done,
don't order fillet.
Oh no! Also, ask for it to be butterflied.
It's
because even an 8-ounce fillet is going to be too thick and too weird. That you're going to charcoal the outside of it just to get it, just to get the center where you want. They're usually too thick. Even an 8-ounce, like because the way that steak is.
I think most restaurants are like, okay, we're going to butterfly it.
Yeah, any restaurant worth their salt, they're going to ask you.
They're going to tell you. We have to butterfly that.
Especially well done. We're going to have to butterfly that.
And if the customer's like, well, I went to this place and they did it. It's like, okay, well, you got 45 minutes. I'll throw it in the oven.
When was the last time you had a fillet?
Besides a pork.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, no, just a besides a porterhouse, a straight up regular fillet. When was the last time you looked at a menu and like, I want the fillet?
No clue.
Bro, it's been ages.
I don't go to restaurants in our place.
Me neither.
I don't.
I'm a ribeye boy.
Yeah, we're ordering side steaks.
yeah. I'm not even a huge fan of like New York strips.
No,
I'm a ribeye boy.
I don't know last time I ordered a New York strip either. If I'm going out to a restaurant, I feel like I'm ordering the steak. I'm getting a ribeye.
I feel like the last time I ordered a New York strip is because we went to a place. Me traveling with another guy, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a steakhouse down the road. It's kind of a mom and pop thing, which I enjoy that. And then we get there, and the only steak available is New York strip. Obviously, I'll order that. Well, New York strip versus filet, then obviously I'll order that. But if there's a ribeye on the menu, I'm 100% ribeye.
Yeah.
Never sirloin. When was the last time you actually ordered a sirloin?
Again. Yeah. No idea.
The only time
probably never in my life.
I would say maybe within the last 6 months, I ordered a steak salad.
And it came with sirloin.
It was automatically sirloin.
Or maybe they had a special. They're like, we get these baseball sirloins. This trio.
You know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna walk that back. I just lied. I purposely ordered a 72-ounce sirloin.
Oh, yeah.
At the Big Texas Steakhouse. Yeah. So I'm gonna walk that one back a little bit. Which
you didn't order a sirloin. You were doing a challenge.
The shitty thing is I wish I hadn't done that challenge because they had some big motherfucking bone-in tomahawk ribeye bitches that looked so fucking good, and I would have enjoyed myself so much more if I'd have done that and not failed a fucking sirloin challenge. You know?
They know what they're doing. They didn't pick ribeye for a reason. They didn't pick filet for a reason. Because I bet you could eat a 72-ounce filet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much a whole
a fucking big old Pismo, yeah. I could eat 72 ounces worth of filet.
That's a 6-pound. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably 6-pound.
Yeah.
You just roast the whole tenderloin.
Yeah, 72 ounces.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
4.5 pounds. Yeah. Easy. And you can keep that motherfucker raw.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had what's that?
Carpaccio. It's been a while since I had carpaccio. To be honest.
Prices have been in the food service industry, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, because of this day and age, it's not a thing that people do anymore. They'll do raw fish all the time, but people don't really hit on that carpaccio.
And I forget, carpaccio is the thin sliced fillet, right?
Well, it can be anything. It's like beef. It doesn't have to be fillet.
Normally it is fillet.
But
a little olive oil, a little salt and pepper on it.
Very thin slice.
What's the one where they take the fillet and they thin slice it like that and they kind of turn it into ground beef, and then they crack like a egg yolk on top?
Oh yeah, that's
what the fuck is that?
That's beef tartare.
Oh, tartare, yeah, bro. And you get like little toasts. Yeah.
A point toast with it?
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the word tartare, but
I'm not afraid of any of those things. It's just those offerings are not available anywhere else. Unless
you're looking to pay like $60 for a 4-ounce portion.
Everybody's just terrified nowadays. They don't want anything raw. Everybody's scared. I mean, it's been that way for a long time. But it seems like our health concerns are getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
So we dial back. I mean, even it came out and said pork only needs to be eaten at 140.
Right.
To be safe.
From a reputable source.
From the safe source of the department.
Food and Drug Administration, FDA.
FDA.
Yeah.
Yes. Came out and said, no, farm-raised pork is fine.
Yeah.
The problem was, so back in the day, pork was not, pork's always been the cheap, right? Pigs are easy to raise. Pigs are easy to farm.
Yep.
They're easier in cattle, they're easier, they eat slop, is what everybody thought.
Yep.
Well,
and they did.
They did. But now pigs are on, a farm-raised pig's on a straight diet.
Yeah.
They're on a straight diet. Like, they're not eating slop.
Or I'll even beg to say that sometimes they'll eat slop, but it's been, like, cooked.
Yeah, but they're eating stuff to negate the worms that the pigs used to get.
Well, yeah. So back in the day, they'd eat the slop that had worms in it, and they eat the worms, they get the worms, then you eat the worms.
And then you eat the worms.
That's why pork needed to be overcooked.
You get the E. coli.
Now you can still get pigs that eat slop, but the slop has been like cooked or pasteurized. Yeah. So it's worm free, so they don't eat the worms, so you don't get the worms.
Well, they can still be feeding them cheaper food.
Yeah.
But the food is safe. What they're feeding.
Yeah, you can get like grain fed pork
because they don't want to get soup.
Right.
And there's also premium pork lines, and that stuff's still cheap too, which is amazing.
Oh, by the way, how fucking awesome is a pork loin that is not overcooked?
A pork tenderloin.
Yeah.
And I love buying. You know what? I tell you, as a guy that's cooked a lot of pork, I love those pre-packaged marinated sons of bitch and pork tenderloins.
Oh yeah. You can
pork
pick them up
loins or tenderloins, but I really like the tenderloins.
You can pick them up like Walmart, Aldi's, Bueller's, any of your local food stores for like $5.
You get those 2 tenderloins in a package for like maybe $12.
Oh yeah.
It's like $12-15.
Yep.
Dude, that'll feed a family of 4 easy.
Yep.
You pull those out, you grill them off. They got amazing flavor. They're so tender. I cook them to a beautiful 145 degrees.
Yeah.
A little over the recommended. It's just, for my wife not to yell at me.
Yeah.
It's just too thin. I rest them out, so they might get to like 150 by then. But still.
And so.
They're so juicy. They're so good. That's amazing.
I cook them because they're just like it's thicker here and it's thinner down there.
Yeah.
So I'll cook them to where the thicker parts, like medium, mid-rare almost.
Cut the ends off for everybody.
Well, yeah. The part that's well done, everybody else gets. I eat the mid-rare. The mid-rare
center mass.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much what I did too. Not even thinking about it, but like I cut the end off for the kids.
Yeah.
The kids that. Cut the other end off for the kids for that. And when they cut the center, my wife ate it. I ate it. She didn't bitch. But I could see like it was a little pink and there's like still very juicy. And I'm like,
oh boy, that pink
so good, so perfect. But she ate it. She did not say a word. It was kind of blew my mind. But I think over time, she's now like got to trust my cooking.
Right.
She's just like, well, I'm cook so I can eat it. It's fine.
Right. Yeah.
Because we had that conversation about chicken before. Chicken did the sous vide and it freaked her out. That's fine. But now she's like, no, I'm just going to eat what he gives me because either one, I might start an argument.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's fine.
Well,
we don't argue.
Right. No, and I get that because, when I met my wife, she was barely ever a beef girl.
Yeah.
And on steaks, they were well done. And now I, like I said, we let them out the temper. I grilled off some beautiful mid-rare, well-rested ribeyes for me and her. The boys had sirloins because they don't give a fuck,
Right. They want steak.
And she told me, she's like, this is done perfectly. And she ate so much. And, 15 years ago, she was the well-done beef bitch,
Yeah. I'll send my wife. She didn't know shit about shit.
She
didn't know anything about food, really. She just was like a meat and potatoes girl growing up.
And you start slow with it, right?
You try, yeah. But every once in a while, I throw a little too much pizzazz in there. And she's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, no, it's fine. Trust me.
Yeah.
Just try it. And let's try this. And then it blows her mind.
And that's like, I started slow with her, well done to mid well. And then she's like, oh, this is actually good. It's juicy. I'm like, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Mid well to medium. Oh my God, this is so much medium to mid rare. Which, but like you said with the sous vide chicken, the one thing I can't, her thing's not so much how done it is or whether you can see the juice or any of that bullshit. My wife is weird about a texture.
Yes,
it's a texture thing. Sarah's gotten over it on steaks, but it's like if there's certain chicken that doesn't get cooked completely fucking dry, she didn't like the texture of juicy chicken. I'm sure the flavor she enjoys, but it's the way it, and I get that too. There's sometimes where you eat a chicken breast that's it's cooked.
No, and I think my wife's kind of the same way too. But
yeah,
that's where your favorite part of a chicken breast with the rib meat on it.
Oh,
is the rib meat.
Yeah, it's the rib meat.
Grill that off and cut that off on the side. Yeah. That's your little flavor poppers on there.
Those are dad's snacks when he's grilling,
Everybody that's not a cook normally trims all that shit off and throws it in the wastebasket.
Yeah.
That's the best part. That's the best part right there. That little rib meat. That's what
that's
dark meat and white meat conversation.
And even too then to kind of get on the topic of not whether it's cooked or not, it's the texture. My wife Sarah will not eat canned chicken. It's obviously already cooked. Well, I mean, how often do you go to a goddamn family get?
I don't know.
How often do you go to chicken? But how often do you go to a family get together and somebody's like, I made buffalo chicken dip. I'm like, how did you make it? They always take 4 cans of canned chicken, a block of cream cheese, buffalo sauce, and garlic powder on your bread.
I don't have any of my family that does that, but I'm sure
you've seen it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Eating it, but I don't think in my entire
life
will say I've ever bought a can of canned chicken.
For real?
No.
Bro, it's good protein.
I understand it's good. It's canned chicken. It's fucking chicken. It's still chicken. It's not like it's changed its matter.
So obviously, even because me being, us being of our culinary background, me being my culinary background, sometimes I'll take a can of chicken, open it up, drain it out, smash it in a bowl with some ranch powder, some mayonnaise, a bunch of hot sauce, and just eat it like chicken salad. Obviously, it's not what I want to do if I want chicken salad, but like a midnight snack. You know what I mean? You ever get a midnight snack, like, what do we have in the fridge? Like, do I want to sit here and cook for 2 hours, or do I just want to smash them, sit in a bowl, and fucking eat it? Canned chicken's dope.
I mean, yeah. Yes.
I'm saying it's 12 o'clock at night.
No, I can't do it.
You just got done drinking a case of beer, hanging out with your wife. You guys are gonna have a snack, and then when you're done with your snack, you're gonna have sex, right?
So I'm gonna go flash out a canned chicken, pull the meat off of that, and then make a little chicken salad.
Yeah,
and then go have sex. That's terrible. That sounds great. Like the worst night ever.
Bro, that's like...
Sounds like I'm throwing up on her.
No, dude.
Sweating out canned chicken meat on her. So I'm sure it's not just packed in water. It's going to be packed in salty-ass brine.
Well, that's usually kind of... It's not salty-ass brine. It's kind of watery. Whatever. Bro, okay, when we're done with this podcast, I'm going to make you some chicken salad from a canned chicken. I know I have canned chicken up there. Well, and
I know I've seen it.
A lot of this came. Look, I got
a customer.
Let me explain myself here real quick too.
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of this came from the fact that I lived out of a truck in the oil field, and I got tired of eating the same things, and I didn't want to grab the McDonald's value meal and have it sit in a bag and then eat that at midnight after I've been on pad for 6 hours. Yeah. So I started learning kind of what can I mix out of cans to make it delicious. And you can make chicken salad out of a can in a truck, and it's pretty tasty. So, okay. So I digress.
Okay. Yeah, I got no problem with it. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I've probably eaten before, like I said. I have an account. Being in the food industry myself still.
Yeah.
Just selling it. They were using chicken out of a can to make the chicken salad. Non-stop.
To sell?
To sell.
Okay, that's different.
And I said, whoa. And they sell a lot of it. And I said, okay, well, maybe I got this product over here that's a pre-cooked chicken. Comes in frozen. You heat it up, just put it in there. I bet it'd be better. Guess what? Won that business real quick. Because it was way better.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, canned chicken's dope. Just a canned tuna.
I mean, I'd eat canned chicken. I'd eat canned tuna. I'd do whatever I had to do.
Yeah,
it was a survival situation. But in real life?
But like, how many times have you ever had tuna salad that you grilled off a piece of tuna and then shredded it up and then mixed it with mayonnaise and mustard and seasonings?
No.
Never.
Well,
so why is doing that with chicken? So why is doing that with chicken different?
One, I don't really like canned tuna.
Bitch, get out of town, dude. I love canned tuna.
I got into the packets at one point in time.
Yeah. Well, and those, because they have like seasons on them, shit.
Yeah. There's always an.
You don't like canned tuna?
No.
Why not?
It's not canned tuna. Who actually likes canned tuna?
I do.
I know.
I love canned tuna. Obviously, there's a market for it. That's why it's on the shelves, baby. That's why it's on the shelves.
Dude, I can't get past. There's a certain point in canned tuna I can't get past.
Is it the texture?
I did the packets and was making tuna sandwiches for a while.
Yeah.
When I was in the survey industry, I would make my lunch every day.
Yeah.
So I'm out in the middle of nowhere, so you don't make your lunch, you're fucking starving.
Right.
I have a wife or anybody do anything, it's just me.
Yeah.
So I got into that, bringing the packet, bringing the mayonnaise. I baked some grapes, some crushed nuts. Like, I was making a legit tuna sandwich, right?
Oh man, you did the other roughage in there and shit.
But I had to buy. I couldn't do a can. I had to buy the packets, the Starfish packets, the lemon pepper ones especially.
Okay.
I like those a lot.
I was gonna say because the packets are the exact same shit that's in the can, but if they're flavored,
there's not as much juice in those. I think the juice freaks me out more than anything else, and that's why I can. I know in my head, as soon as you open that up, like you would probably have to pay me $200 to drink the canned juice of the chicken.
Of the tuna.
No, I went to the chicken because that would be easier. The tuna would probably be. There's not as much juice in the tuna, so that would be scary.
It depends if you're getting water or oil.
Right.
Because you can get tuna in the oil. The oil to me is because obviously it's oil. You know.
Catch me on the wrong day with any of those.
You get that white abaco. that white albacore in like olive oil and shit. Good product, but obviously you gotta ditch. You gotta, yeah. But bro, I'll take shots of tuna water, and I'll take shots of chicken water.
I don't think I want the chicken water first because it's like.
Oh, I'll take shots of chicken water.
But if you poured it in a glass and I didn't see where it came from, and you're like, just take a shot of it, and you strained it, I just like, oh, it's chicken juice. That's fine. It's chicken broth. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Did you just give me chicken stock? Like, yeah, man.
If I saw where it came from.
Yeah. But the fact that it came from a can, it's all of a sudden not chicken stock.
And I don't know why.
In your mind.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm just like thinking like little pieces floating around there and stuff like that. But
okay, so
I can eat and I can do most things.
And apparently this whole episode is turning into food related.
Apparently. We're on a foodie episode. Let's go.
So you're obviously disgusted by chicken water. Is there any food that you are disgusted by? Like what?
No, chicken water is not disgusting. It's just
you're not interested.
The canned idea disgusts me.
I'm okay. So I'm sorry. So canned chicken water.
Yeah. You can boil 100 chickens and give me the broth, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm drinking bone broth. I'm good to go.
It's literally chicken stock. Yeah.
But for some reason, it's canned. It gets all weird and slimy. I don't know what they put in it. And I don't know. Maybe that's somewhere in my head.
So
that canned food scared me.
Is there any food that you have or you hadn't had? Maybe. Well, I don't think there's. Me knowing you personally, I don't think there's too much that you haven't had that you'd be disgusted by. I feel like you're willing to try a lot of things. Yeah. Is there any food that you've had that you've been absolutely, this is abhorrent, I don't like this, hate this, I never want to eat it again?
Okay, so I'm gonna throw my softball up right now.
Okay.
That I don't like olives on things. So I don't like olives on a pizza. I don't like olives in a sub. I don't like olives in a salad. I don't like olives that will be interrupting with the other food.
But you'll so you'll eat them on like a charcuterie board or something.
I will probably avoid them because they're so overpowering.
Okay.
I will drink dirty martinis.
Yeah.
I will drink dirty martinis.
Yeah. 100%.
And I should put it down to like black olives.
Okay.
Because that's what they want to put on pizza and shit normally.
Yeah.
Green olives, we can kick it.
Well, green olives.
Clamatas, we okay. Black olives, get the fuck out of here.
Black olives
There's
are just
no point.
They're flavorless.
They're overpowering sometimes.
Black ones?
Yeah.
The black ones usually have they taste like the water that they're in, which is watery. And then
I disagree because
and then they have a weird texture.
Like here's my problem. I'm enjoying a nice cream pizza, right? I got these beautiful meats, I got these wonderful things, bacon, I got bacon, I got sausage, I got onions, I got peppers, I got whatever going on.
So
and then I bite into all of them, like, you just killed every flavor in my mouth.
You know what?
You just literally killed every flavor in my mouth. You can go yourself, and I will kill you in your sleep.
I figured it out right now.
Yeah. Your
problem is you just don't like canned food.
No, that's it.
Because how often you will never get a black olive that doesn't come from a can.
No, you get
a jar. Same
Who's
fucking
buying a jar
thing.
of black olives? Yeah.
Same fucking.
Who's buying a jar of black olives?
But no.
I'm
a
racist
jar.
against canned food.
But I'm saying a jar or a can, same fucking difference.
I love me some Spam.
Oh, Spam comes from a can. So
okay. So I don't hate all canned food.
You don't. So you hate vegetables from a can.
I don't know if I eat Spam.
Canned mushrooms. Canned mushrooms.
Yeah, they're okay.
Okay. There we go.
They're pretty much flavorless. Like your flavorless situation, that is canned mushrooms.
Yeah, canned mushrooms.
That is canned mushrooms.
And to me, that's why I kind of brought it up because to me, canned black olives and canned mushrooms are kind of same. They just taste like
black olives have flavor.
They have zero fucking flavor, bro.
Olives want to ruin the party for everybody else.
Do you know why?
Olives are the guy doing cocaine that's insanely blacked out in the corner and just wants to party through you.
So most of the time you get like pickled olives and shit. Like they have that briny flavor to them. Black ones usually aren't that.
To me, every time I try a black olive, I'm just like, get out of here. Get out of here. You're not invited.
Get out of town.
You're not invited. I wanted to taste everything else. I did not want to taste you.
All right.
And now that's all I can taste.
So your main hate food is olives, huh?
Yeah. Now, food I wouldn't try that I would be afraid about it. I don't know that.
Right.
I don't know that.
Me neither.
I'm ready. I'm ready for that durian. It's supposed to be the like really stinky ass fruit bullshit, whatever. Like everybody's like, you either love it or you hate it. But
or what's that Nordic swordfish or whatever?
Yeah,
that they hang out and ferment for like a year before you can eat it. It's like rotten fish. Like I'll give that a try.
Because you on the pod with the Lindenberg cheese.
Yeah,
and it's like,
oh my god!
And I was like, oh, that is strong. And you're like, I did. Oh, you brought it again. I'd go back in again. I'd go back in again. And be like, I want to try another brand. You know, but black olives. Get the fuck out of my shit.
That's your kryptonite.
I put black olives in that, but I pretty much put olives in that too. Like, I will take you by yourself.
Yeah.
I will take you maybe to tapenade, but I really prefer that.
But once it's mixed in with other things, you don't belong here.
I prefer you to be in your own category.
So you love
eat you by yourself. But I don't normally reach for them.
You love the segregation of the black olives.
And the green olives. And the Clamato olives. They're purple.
No way in hell anybody's listening to us. There's no way in hell anybody's listening to us, but if you could clip that, you love the segregation of black olives. Olives.
Yeah. Get off my land. Get off my pizza.
Sorry, I completely baited you on that.
Yeah, we're not necessary.
No.
I just feel like olives in general take over too much.
Bro, I love olives.
I know most people do. Well, no, I wouldn't say most people. I think it's probably a 60-40 split.
Is there a food that you hated and then you learned to like?
Ooh,
because that's so. You know, I'm asking you these questions. And you haven't asked them back. So I will say this. There's not a lot of food that I will not eat. There's not a lot of things that I do not like. But there are things that I've had that I didn't like. That I ate them so much is because that was my job. Was to figure out flavor profiles of things. There are foods that I had that I fucking hated. I'm like, this is dog shit. Why would anybody eat it? But I forced myself to eat it so much that I could learn to pair it with things. And so now I still fucking love all food. Like there's not much out there that I will eat that I do not love. I will say Vegemite is dog shit.
I remember you tried that.
But I haven't tried it enough in different ways.
Well, you tried straight up. Like you didn't try it on like a little spread of toast.
Right, yeah. So I'm still on the fence about it. I don't like it, but I bet you there's a way I can make it better. So that's the point then that I'm trying to bring up is are there things that you've eaten that you hated?
Never that.
But then when you kind of started getting more into it,
venison.
Oh,
venison,
deer.
I would
okay.
Think, like when I was a kid,
yeah,
I didn't really like it. I was like,
well, and
I ate it, but then once I learned.
And I'll say,
meat and stuff like that.
And let me say, fuck off everything from 20 and younger. Because there's 100 foods I hated when I was
venison.
So I'm saying there's 100 foods I hated when I was 20 or younger. So even 20 or older, you did not like venison then.
Yeah, I'd ate a little bit as a kid. Probably, I'm sure I ate a lot of it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
dad was on himself, and then he left. Whatever, and then
whose dad's
That's so good, Dad. Don't
whose dads don't leave, by the way. Maybe we should leave.
But later in life, I think in the 20s, I was still like, I would be cool with this and blah blah blah. Now that being said, I still think ground venison, you need to put more fat into it.
Oh, for sure.
Cooking it by itself is very lean.
Slap some butter underneath the fat.
It needs mixed with sausage. It needs mixed with fat.
Or if you get a good butcher, they'll put beef fat in there.
As soon as I learned that, then you create a whole nother thing. Like, if you take venison and just mix it with sausage, and cook meatballs.
Yeah,
fabulous. But it is a very lean meat. It's a lot like any wild game you're gonna get. Very lean, so you need that fat, and that fat helps bring out the flavor. It just does. It just does, and it makes it 100% more palatable for everybody because it's not that gaming is kind of just goes from up here to down here.
Yeah.
Salt and fat, that's my whole life, anyways. But
right,
it makes it gorgeous.
Well, and that's even like I remember being a kid. I was never a good hunter. Neither was my father, but he would take me hunting, and it always seemed like we ended up being the people that helped drag other people's deer out of the field.
Yeah.
We never got our own. I mean, my dad probably got a few. I've never actually killed a deer. I would love to.
But we a couple of the vehicle.
Yeah. No, I've hit a couple of the car. But we always ended up being those people that would help drag them out of the woods. And then, obviously, you help skin them, clean them, hang them, all that shit. And then you get the back straps out. All these fucking hicks would take that back strap out. Basically, the fillet,
right?
Tenderloin of the deer. Yeah, I'm not explaining it to you, but maybe more for the listeners.
Yes.
The tenderloin of the deer.
The fillet of the deer.
Yeah. They would take it. They'd cut it down. They'd butterfly it out, and then they would like flash marinate it in goddamn Italian dressing.
Of course.
And then overcook the fuck out of them, and I hated it. I mean, it was good, and it's kind of like a ritual, like, yeah, we're eating the back straps, and you just cut everything else up and turn it into ground beef or jerky or whatever the fuck else,
Yeah.
And then it was one time after I graduated culinary school, I went one of those big hunting trips, and they got like 6 deer. I think it was actually fucking, I don't know.
One of those deer drives where like some people are pushing the deer, some people are shooting, whatever it is.
And it doesn't matter because nobody listens to this, but it was like Mike Stevens and like his parents and shit, and they had deer hanging up. I think like Kate Adams and all them. They had a deer hanging up, and they cut the back straps, and they're like, "Hey, Steve went to culinary school. He should grill the fucking back straps." Obviously, they had them marinated in fucking Italian dressing, and so I did them the way they wanted them. But then I saved a couple for me that were more mid-rare, and it changed my fucking world. Venison's so good. Venison, especially backstrap. Like, well, it's just meat's so good when you actually cook it properly.
Yeah. So
don't overcook your shit.
This is our meat cooking episode. I mean, meat in general.
Yeah, we are literally. This is our fucking.
Once you cook it past a certain point,
it's done.
The flavor changes.
You're done.
The flavor changes. I will guarantee that 100%.
Yeah.
Chicken tastes different. Pork tastes different.
Yep.
It takes on a different flavor because all of those collagens and everything you just cooked and steamed inside of that meat, just unleashed. And
you're chasing out the fat.
Yeah.
You're chasing out the fat. You're chasing out the juice. You're chasing out everything. Everything that should be in there that is delicious, you're pushing it out by overcooking it. If there was a way, if you told me today, this is maybe one thing that fucking science, anybody out there, you're a scientist, develop this, a way for a chicken to not have, E. coli? No, not E. coli. It's
Bird
flu. Why do you have to?
Salmonella.
Salmonella. If we can breed chickens without salmonella, I will 100% start eating mid-rare chicken breast. That's why I love duck so much, because duck doesn't carry salmonella.
It's the problem.
Give me chicken and turkey without salmonella, and I will eat those bitches 100% mid-rare, and I will love it so much more.
The problem is how we raise chickens and why they get the salmonella.
Yeah.
And then the handling of it. I mean, it's just...
Well, it has something to do with the animal, too.
Well, yeah, they're shoved in the goddamn 100-foot by 20-foot lot.
Right.
In each other's faces, they're eating their own shit. They're eating other chicken shit. Doesn't matter.
Yes, no, I get 100% what you're talking about, but there's no way in hell you can tell me that mass-produced duck isn't done the same way, but mass-produced duck will not carry salmonella.
I love farm-raised duck breasts.
Mid-rare duck breasts? Even mass-produced, like...
I mean, I've got a lot of fresh duck breasts. That's a little bit different. I'd rather have farm-raised, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be super honest on that one.
But still, like
the wild duck is okay, but it ain't as good as that farm raised duck. I'll tell you right now.
But that's what I'm saying. As a food service provider, you get duck from them, you get chicken from them, same, raised the same ways probably. Why does chicken carry salmonella but duck does not?
Good question.
That's what I'm asking science to do. Is breed us some chickens and some turkeys, even fucking turkeys. Give us some fucking turkey without salmonella, bro. Thanksgiving Day's a whole different story. If you got mid-rare breasts, baby,
maybe it's
get out of town.
I mean, you see the color, the difference between the duck breast.
Well, duck is kind of more of the old dark meat shit.
Yeah. Oh, get racist. Nah, I mean, like it is weird. Like it's a dark color for duck and a light color for chicken.
Yeah.
So it's just weird.
But I mean, then once again, it's the pork's the other white meat, but it doesn't carry salmonella. What is it about that genus, that bird, those birds, turkey and chicken? What is it about them that carries salmonella? Can we not fucking breed that out of them? Yeah. Please, I would love for you to breed it out of them.
Don't hear many cases anymore. Don't hear many cases.
Well,
just don't. I mean, when's the last big breakout we've had? And last time,
because there's no such thing as a salmonella breakout.
Most of the time, I get you. You just get it at home or whatever.
It's because you undercooked chicken.
E. coli is typically the worst thing, and that's because of lettuce.
Well, E. coli is the big thing because it comes from your poop.
Yeah, it somehow gets on lettuce.
Well, because not to call out a certain kind of person that does the work of picking the vegetables.
Chili's bust you up.
But a lot of those people use the restaurant. I learned this. They told us this in culinary school. They don't have a reasonable place to go to the bathroom. They don't have a reasonable place to wash their hands. So they're out there picking lettuce, picking vegetables, picking fruits, picking all that shit. They go piss in the woods, come back without hands washed. They shit in the woods. They come back without hands washed. And that's why you get E. coli outbreaks.
Right on the roommate.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
You shit. You don't have toilet paper. Are you just gonna leave that one in your undies? You can give it a 2-finger scoop. And then after that, how are you gonna wash your hands? You're out in the middle of the fucking field. You're underpaid.
We don't have hand sanitizer stands set up.
Yeah. No, you go back, and then you take too much time doing that. There's people yelling at you. You go back to picking the fucking romaine, and all of a sudden E. coli. Like that's literally where it comes. And I'm not being weird. They told us this in school.
No, I know. I believe it. We all, yeah. So,
anyhow,
let's fly by that.
Yeah.
Did you have anything popping this week going on? How was your week? I didn't ask you how your week was. What you got going on?
Yeah.
Is anything happening? We just kind of went on a tangent.
We definitely
food has been the topic tonight.
Deep dove into food.
I think we got our heads in because like I said, we talked for an hour before the podcast about open the food truck. So
no, it's just this is what we do.
In our 60s or 70s.
Oh, fuck. I would like to say it's good to see you're still alive.
What?
Obviously, I am too. We all had collectively as a nation, we had the emergency broadcast system thing go off.
Oh yeah. Went off on both my phones.
And I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to bring it up for the audience too.
All right, while you bring that up, we are going to get the Edgy Elf from Millersburg Brewing. They're not a sponsor, but we're going to drink one, and we'll rate that as Steve brings up everything.
I love Edgy Elf, by the way, but hold on. Let me bring up this headline. Viewers should be seeing it right now. So, I don't know if you heard this or in tune to this. The whole emergency broadcast system thing. Conspiracy theorists fear emergency alert system test will turn vaccinated into zombies.
Nice.
So all I gotta say is apparently, obviously that wasn't true. Or was it? Who's turning? You're not a zombie yet. I'm not a zombie yet. Nobody I know is a zombie.
Well, we didn't get the boosters.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Maybe you had to get all of the shots.
Maybe that's it. And then, actually, I will say I was a little off-putting there, or I was a little.
But yeah, you didn't.
I said I'm not a.
I didn't want anybody to know. Thanks, Steve.
Well, and that's the thing. I was saying I didn't turn a zombie yet, but I am currently unvaccinated. So, and I think we've talked about this in the podcast before. I think it's well known that you took the vaccine. Your wife was in a high priority pregnancy with kids in the middle of fucking COVID. Right. Yeah.
And I got paid $50 to do it.
Yeah, if I was presented to that, I probably would have too. I even said I would have taken a vaccine if I had it. I just never really had a need to.
Regulations and shit, but I got paid $50 to do it, for one, and two, like for the hospital regulations, everything.
Yeah.
COVID,
oh yeah,
babies coming out. Like
I 100% get it. Because I've told this to everybody. Like I'll get it if I need to, but I've never had the need to. You obviously had the need to, and it's
it didn't change me. I'm not a zombie yet.
Yeah. Did you get the alert on your phone?
Yes, both phones.
Yeah. Oh, because you got the work phone and the.
When it came out, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, cool, whatever. Close it out. It's like it's not Amber Alert. You get the Amber Alerts and stuff. It was like,
yeah.
You check it out real quick second. You're like, I guess nowhere close to me. It's like Columbus. Wow, I get this shit.
Yeah, I get them.
I'm at home.
I get them all the time.
What am I doing? I'm gonna start driving to Columbus. I don't know.
Right.
It's like, oh, it's a national emergency. I'm like, national emergency. I imagine it's gonna broadcast out on everything. Anyways, I feel like they already had like every single cell phone company. They just be like.
Well, it's one of those things where they're like, they were actually very straightforward about this. Like, hey, guess what? We're gonna test the system, and then everybody's like, whoa.
Well, here's the thing. I understand what they're doing because now they're worried because not everybody has TV anymore or radio playing.
It used to
everybody used to have a radio playing. And then when it switched from radio, everybody had TV. So when they switched from radio to TV, they did the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, everybody's cutting the cord on TV.
Right.
So now we need to, but everybody's got a cell phone. So now we got to make sure we get a hold of everybody if some shit's going down.
Yeah.
And people can say what they're going to say. We're going to turn some zombies or do whatever. It's like, no, maybe they just want to warn you that there's fucking 40 million Japanese planes flying over here.
The fucking shitty thing is we live in the over-information age right now.
Right.
Where back in the day, say we're in 1985. Well, no, let's say 1990.
85.
You would have been. Yeah, I was going to say, you would have been too young. I would have been 2 years old. I didn't know the fucking difference anyway.
Right.
So 1990, you would have been 5 years old. I would have been 7 years old. And you remember, I'm sure probably either your parents or your grandparents, some house you went to, they always had like the radio on.
Oh, yeah, grandma.
And then you also had like TV on. TV channels weren't that big. You maybe got 3 or 8. If you were lucky, my grandma had Nickelodeon, which was fucking awesome, you know. But when the emergency broadcast system came out, they always did a test.
Yeah.
And you would get them like every 6 months or something like that, right?
Every month, I think.
Yeah.
It felt like every week.
You see, I wanted to...
They were like, would check in weekly. Like,
I wanted to say month, maybe quarterly, but definitely, we can hands down say for sure it was twice a year.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was more than that. But you would get them all the time. You would get, this is a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is just a test. Blah, 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 blah. You know? And now all of a sudden, like, they're putting it to our phones. They're finally doing it to our phones, and people are freaking the fuck out. Like, bro, we've been doing this for fucking ever.
We've been doing it forever. Like, I'm not phased by it all. Everybody's like, I'm shutting my shit off. Like,
oh my God.
My GPS. I'm like, okay.
Go fuck yourself.
So you think that if they want to do this, their way to do this is to slam you in the face with it. No, they would never do that. The way they would do it,
I might actually alienate some listeners here, but if you turned your phone off because you were afraid of the emergency broadcast system test, then I'm not a big fan of yours.
Yeah,
and I chose those words lightly.
You got somebody talking. But
oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Without saying too many words, there's a guy we know.
Yeah.
He turned his fucking phone off.
Oh yeah.
100%. Oh my god! Grow up, bro. Grow up, bro.
But anyway. I didn't know what's happening. I didn't think twice about it.
No, and I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. If you're listening, I don't know if he does. If you're listening, I love you. I get your paranoia. I get me and him have some talks. I 100% get your paranoia, and you're not necessarily wrong, but you weren't right in that moment. Okay?
Yeah, it's just like, look. Here's the thing: if they want to get you, they're gonna fucking get you. All right,
bro.
And
they're not gonna tell you about it.
No, they're not gonna tell you about it. They're gonna shoot fucking laser beams at our heads. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The technology's out there that were destroyed before a signal through my phone. The phone's already there. They can make Facebook play. They can make TikTok play. They make anything play a fucking algorithm.
Yeah.
That you're done. So
it's the fucking it's the premise of the movie The Kingsman.
Yeah.
Remember that was Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson. That was the premise of the movie The Kingsman. And also, like you said, by the way, if they're gonna do it, they're just gonna do it. They're not gonna give you a heads up first.
Hey, just so you guys know, we're gonna play this warning sound.
That'll turn you into zombies. Yeah. So turn your phone off and you'll be safe.
But let's make sure we tell that so that all the people that are conspiracy theorists, woke or whatever it might be, they shut their phones down.
Oh my god, they might.
Maybe they just pinged you because you shut your phone down.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, you guys just fucked up.
That's what I was gonna say.
You fucked up because you shut your phone off.
You shut your phone off. They knew you didn't get. They knew you didn't get the message, and now they know who to come for because
now they know the guys that gotta go for.
You're the ones that's gonna save the world.
You're the worst people. You're the worst people. No, they're the worst people. They're gonna kill them first.
No, actually, I would love to actually talk to somebody that shut their phone down because I think it'd be funny if they're like, yeah, then I waited the 10, 15, 20 minutes and then I turned it back on and then I got the alert anyway.
Yeah, then I got
oh my god, no, now I feel bad because I know a person that did it. Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not calling you out name-wise, but I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
But the other thing is you're never scared of Amber Alerts before, too. And that's like...
They did it the same.
Everything's pinging you. It doesn't matter.
They've been doing it.
All I'm saying is it doesn't matter.
They've been doing it, and all they did was try to test it.
Hey, it apparently worked.
I got one new thing. I directly stole this segment from...
You don't have to claim. Just fucking run with it. Don't matter. We don't care about that.
I wrote down some questions. I wrote down some random questions.
Okay.
and I put them on pieces of paper, and they're in this cup.
Okay.
Draw one.
Oh, I like this. All right, we got a little segment, guys.
And then I would also like for you to maybe put some questions on pieces of paper. We can add them to them.
Okay.
And then we draw a random question every episode, and we
maybe a little segment.
Yeah.
Draw from the cup, and then listeners could eventually do this.
Yeah. And if you guys have any questions,
on an email, and that'd be cool.
But we'll write them down on a piece of paper. We'll put them in the cup.
Okay. On my piece of paper, it just says comfort food.
Oh, okay.
So is this like, what is your favorite comfort food?
What is your comfort food?
What is your comfort food? If you're feeling down, you're feeling blue, what is your comfort food?
Man, for me, I'm gonna tell you 100%. It's anything dealing with a potato.
Yeah.
Chips, soup, mashed, baked, anything dealing with potato. I fucking love potatoes.
If you had to pick your favorite potato,
man, and if I'm like down in the dumps and I need to pick me up, here I got you one better. It's potatoes two-way, I like to call it. I'll take potato chips and I'll dip them into potato salad.
Oh my god,
bro! It's so fucking good. It's so good. It's so good. You get the crunch, and then you get the mushy, and then you get the dressing and shit. Bro, dip some potato chips in this potato salad and tell me you don't feel better about yourself.
I don't know if anything makes me happier than McDonald's French fries when they're hot and fresh out of the fryer.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if those are literally potatoes.
Oh, they are. There's some kind of.
They're so delicious. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like I can crack out.
There's some portion of that is potato.
Yeah. And I said this before, just FYI, if you ever get McDonald's French fries and it comes to you and they're cold and they're terrible, from an air fryer. It works.
Yeah.
100%.
But
after that, I do have a potato I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's...
Okay, so your comfort food is French fries, and now that we're talking about potatoes,
my potato of choice.
Yeah.
Is Mr. Fingerling potato.
Oh my god, fingerling potatoes. So
fingerling potatoes roasted and tossed in a nice little chive butter. Oh my god! Because here's the thing.
I'll do you one better. You take that fingerling potato, you roast it, and then you smush it, and then deep fry it.
But you don't need to.
I know you don't need to, but then it gets a little crispy on the outside. It's still mushy, and then you toss it in that fucking butter.
See, I love that idea. I don't know if I went that far with fingerling potatoes. Maybe I need to get to that place.
You've never tried? You're not familiar?
I don't know.
Bro.
Have we done that before? I don't know.
I know I've done it before.
But we all loved a baked potato.
Of course. Who doesn't?
So when you get a fingerling potato, it's like you're getting a baked potato explosion in your mouth, where you toss it in chive butter
in one bite.
And
then you get the skin too.
And then if you want, you can dip it in sour cream. Like you just you get the skin, you get the perfect bite. It's got butter coated on it. Because the problem with a baked potato, right? Like you cut off like 2 slabs of butter and you stick it in there. By the time you get towards the end of it, you're like, oh, remember those few bites I had that was just like covered in butter, and like you want more butter on it.
Unless you're eating it at home, then obviously you can have more butter. But if you're eating in a restaurant, they don't give you enough butter.
They put you one big dollop of whipped butter on there.
You don't get enough. It's not enough.
It's glorious. You have a few bites, it's so good.
Yeah, but still not enough.
And there's nothing left when I eat baked potato. My wife eats baked potato. All the skin's there. Like, I'm a skin fanatic. Like I'm eating. Stephanie, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Eat the fucking skin. Grow up. Does your wife eat the skin?
I don't think so either. Sarah. By the way, you're also wrong. Grow up.
This is what I'm saying. Our wives are the same. They're meat and potato girls. They didn't grow up to
I do know for a fact my wife, like if you slice a potato, like if you have the leftover, you slice them and then you fry them.
Oh,
the little skins, she'll eat the little skin, but but in a baked potato, the skin's still there.
They've been programmed their whole life to not eat the skin.
Yeah, no. I was a poor kid. I had to eat everything off my plate.
I don't know if I was taught that or not.
Yeah, bro.
Anyways, fingerling potatoes are amazing.
Amazeballs, yeah, 100%.
But you can't ever find them that much. You see a little bag of Miller's.
Yeah.
I only want $12 for that fingerling potato. I'm like, get out of here.
Well, and then because
I'd rather have those
in the store too. It's always like the tricolors, so then they're more expensive.
Yeah, I'd rather have those over any potato.
Dude, I'll do a good. What is the
But
golden?
I'd like your smash and fry method too. Than that.
Yeah, bro.
That can open up a whole new ball.
I'm telling you. If you haven't tried, you have to try.
Put that on our food truck.
Yes. Smash.
We don't have regular French fries. We have fingerling fries.
We have.
And we just smash. We bake them and then we smash them and then we deep fry.
We got.
Toss them a little.
We got Philly Sammy's and smash fingers.
Yeah, we toss them a little butter, garlic butter.
Oh, 100%.
Serve them up. Oh my god.
Maybe sprinkle a little Parmesan cheese on there just for fun.
We just We're so good.
All right. Well, it's actually kind of funny that the question that came out of there was a food question because this is our fucking food episode.
This is a food episode, guys. We're sorry. We've been talking about food the whole time.
Actually, I do have one other thing to talk about food.
Hit me up. I love it. I'll talk about food all day.
You're familiar with Taylor Swift?
Yep. T Swift and Kelsey going big.
Kelsey, yeah. So we might dabble in a little football here because she's dating Travis Kelce. Yeah. Apparently, his jersey sales have gone up.
Like 800%.
Something fucking stupid.
100%.
And I imagine the NFL's viewership has gone up as well.
Yeah.
Because they want to see her, especially Kansas City games. They want to see her in the stands and shit. But are you familiar with? There was a tweet or a fan. Somebody took a picture with her, and she was at a restaurant eating just chicken nuggets, and she had ketchup. And what the tweet was, they said it was seemingly ranch. Are you familiar with this?
No.
So
I don't know what you're talking about at all. I don't normally follow the T Swift. My wife would be. She just went to concert not too long ago.
So if you're looking on the right side of the screen there, she was eating ketchup, chicken nuggets, and then there's a little pot. If I click on this picture, it doesn't bring me up this picture. I can't find just this picture.
He just pulled up a picture. Taylor Swift's got like a chicken nugget and what looks like just ketchup.
And so after that tweet, after that picture was posted on the internet, the Empire State Building lit the lights red and white, and they said, in honor of Taylor Swift eating chicken nuggets with ketchup and seemingly ranch, they called it. Seemingly ranch. And then after that,
Heinz just dipped into it.
Yeah.
Come on, Heinz. You sons of bitches.
So they made a fucking sauce called ketchup and seemingly ranch.
Hey, you know what?
Bro,
the Swifties are an organization.
The world's economy is going to be based off of Taylor Swift now.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
You know,
she can literally shift. This has been said about a lot of people, but she can literally shift millions
around. And it's so insane that
just by what she does.
Yeah, the Eras
just
Tour.
By what she does.
And Ticketmaster, yeah. A very well-known concert-selling ticket site. They probably have great internet infrastructure. They're used to bands like Tool, big bands like probably Bruno Mars, probably Jimmy Buffett too. Yeah, God rest his soul.
Oh, man.
But like these big bands where they announce a tour and the people flood the site, they're used to this kind of traffic.
Yeah. A couple million people.
Taylor Swift announced her tour, the Eras Tour,
200.
shuts that fucking site down. Yeah, shuts that site down. Like, it's insane how big.
Every woman in the world.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that back.
every
9.9%. I don't know what it is.
90% of white
She's
women.
cut them out.
90% of white women in the world,
And I'm just.
and then 80% of the other women.
I'm just figuring out about this phenomenon. My wife just went to a concert.
Yeah, we talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah,
she went. I was texting her through the whole thing.
And now
I was super jealous.
Dating Travis Kelce. I'm like, well, now Travis Kelce just made an extra fucking $10 million because she's dating
bro.
She has so much power.
The star power in that person.
Don't get me wrong. Travis Kelce, he's already the best tight end in the league.
Yeah,
the star. But they're like, there's gotta be some crazy guy behind me. Hey, if you guys act like you're dating, you don't even have to be dating. If you guys act like you're dating, Taylor, you're gonna make another $100 million. Kelce, you'll probably make $100 million too, maybe 50 at least.
So,
and it's just like, what the fucking star power crazy is that?
I'll tell you this much. If it's not that just them hooking up and hanging out, if there is a bigger scheme behind it, Taylor's not making any more money.
Oh no, it's between them and one person.
It's the NFL's making more money.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell. Well, no, maybe Taylor's making more.
Maybe they paid
Roger
Swift.
Roger Goodell's like, guess what?
Date Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Let's sell some jerseys. Let's sell some tickets.
She didn't need it.
Let's sell some. Yeah, she didn't need it. Let's sell some screen time. And then because she's not benefiting anything out of this. If this is a staged thing, she's not benefiting shit.
No,
she's already got it.
Yes.
Everybody's
already got it. No, I think
if anything, in the long run, she could lose out of this. Right? Because she has nothing else to gain.
I don't know.
All right, here's another question.
There's no losing unless they say something terrible.
Here's another question.
Go ahead. All right.
Taylor Swift comes up to you and says, let's run away. Are you leaving your wife?
What do you mean? Where's she coming from?
Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Like probably her jet or something. Or probably from a Kansas City game.
No, 100%.
It's like, oh my God, Cody, you are amazing. I saw your podcast. I love your take on everything. I saw that one where you guys were talking so much about all this food, and I just want you to cook for me. Will you run away with me? And don't ever talk to your wife or twin babies anymore. That turns me off. I don't want anything to do with that. Will you run away with me?
Yeah, scheming all that money out of it. Don't care.
I mean, obviously, I know too. Me, yeah.
Scheming all that money. I gotta get on a plane. Sorry, babe. I might have to do some stuff to Taylor Swift.
Yeah. I mean, but you never get to talk to Steph or your baby.
No, it's not going to happen. But for a few months.
What's your breakup song?
For a few months, I think my wife would be okay with it, and then I'm also stealing all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting memorabilia, I'm getting her some live on stuff.
On your dick.
I'm literally stealing all of her panties.
On stuff. On saliva on stuff. You mean your dick.
How much does a pair of Taylor Swift panties go for?
Oh my God.
Right?
Nah, you're probably going to have to sign an NDA.
Not going to do it. She just showed up at my door. She just showed up at my door and grabbed me. You just said she just showed up at my door and grabbed me. I'm like, babe, trust me, I'm going to make this lucrative.
Part of that though is her publicist is going to hit you and say, her business manager is going to hit you and say, no, you got to sign an NDA. You can't.
Okay, well then I'm going to mail all this shit to you. Get ready. Weird panties coming to you, and then be like,
and I am gonna have the time of my life with those weird panties.
You're gonna be black marketing this shit. You're gonna DNA test it. Trust me,
they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
If you're sending me panties, they're not going anywhere.
We'll be millionaires selling the panties.
I'm gonna be greedy as fuck.
Yeah. And all I gotta do is get a speed. I got some weird stuff. It don't matter. I'm just telling you. Give me a month.
Yeah.
She's a billionaire. I'll become a millionaire off of her juices.
And I'm gonna.
And that's the sad thing. That is literally true. That is literally fucking true. Like, that's how gross it is out here.
Oh my god, the world's a terrible place.
Terrible place.
100% terrible place.
But we can become millionaires off of her juices.
The world's a terrible place, and we're doing the best we can to make it better. That.
No, I just said juices.
Juices.
I was not talking about fruit.
Taylor just said juices. Bro, that's a drink I would drink.
Sorry, let's do it this way.
That's fine. That's fine. Right, actually, we should probably, and you know, I was trying to segue into this. The world is a terrible place, and we are trying to make it better, one episode at a time, by having ourselves a damn good time. And we also hope that you guys, the listeners, are having a damn good time. Sorry we rambled on about food a lot, but maybe you like it.
Hey, hopefully it's a good food podcast for you.
You know
if you want any cooking tips, or you want to hear more, or you want different topics, you know what? Just send us a message.
Let us know about your favorite foods. Let us know if any of our food takes are weird. Obviously, we have the cup. We have the cup. We're gonna. If you send us questions, I will type them out or print them out, put them in the cup. We'll random draw some questions from you, the listener. Also, Cody, if you have questions, slap them in the cup. I will tell you this much. Full disclosure, I looked up, I just Google searched weird truth or dare questions. And that's...
We'll see what happens. Anyways.
Either way, click like and subscribe, do all that shit. Cody, I fucking love you, bro.
I love you, brother. And we love you guys.
We love you guys.
We'll see you next time.
Catch you later, babies.
A damn good time.
Cheers.